はい、おはようございま
ね、ございます。
す。おはようございます。
おはようございます。
おはようございます。
はい、is my audio clear or is there a break?
Not clear.
Not clear and the video is frozen, Sensei.
Please. Oh, okay. Just give me 1 minute and just be back. Is it any better now?
Yes.
Yes, it's okay. All
Yeah,
right.
it's okay.
If there is an issue, please do let me know. Hi. Hi. Okay. All right. So let's begin now. We were doing the subject and the subject marker and all the related things in the last class. Does anybody have any questions? We'll do a quick review with some exercise, and then we'll go on to the next part of the fourth lesson, which was adjectives, which I didn't do in the last class. We'll do that, and then look at the lesson itself. So we'll do a small exercise where I'll be asking all of you to try and make sentences. Okay. So what were the things? I would like one of you to quickly recall and tell me what were the things that we saw in the last class. You don't have to explain them. Just mention all of the things that we saw. If you can give me some examples, that will be good. I think a few of you were not able to attend last class. I hope you had the opportunity to look at the recorded class videos. Hi, who can tell me? At the start, we looked at the subject marker, right? Subject and a subject marker. In a sentence, when you have a subject, it is marked by what particle? What is the subject particle marker? Va is the topic marker. So what is the subject marker? A subject in a sentence is the most important thing. Hi, ga, somebody said it. Ga is the subject marker. So in a sentence, when you have a subject, it is always actually followed by the subject marker ga, right? It's ka with a double dash. And then we also looked at sentences where you're talking about the location of an object. You're talking about an object, right? It can be any noun, and you're saying that it is existing somewhere. It is existing somewhere, and that somewhere is a location. So in a sentence, when you have a subject and you're talking about its existence, what are the verbs that you use in that sentence?
Location marker नहीं.
Yes, once more.
Location marker नहीं.
Location marker ni, correct. Ni, if you said ni, that's right. Your audio
Okay.
wasn't very clear. Ni is, yes, ni is the particle which marks the location of anything in a sentence, right? For example, if I want to say, we looked at this example in the last class also, there is a pen on top of the table. There is a pen. Let's simplify it a little bit and say on the table. So how will that sentence look like? What are the elements in this sentence? You have the subject, which is the pen. You have the location for the pen, which is the table. And then finally, you're talking about its existence. It is present, it is there, it exists. And that is the verb. What is the verb at the end of this sentence that you'll use? Has nobody revised the grammar over the weekend? Or do you have questions? Which is it? Do you recall arimasu and imasu? Can anybody tell me what arimasu is, what imasu is, what the difference is?
Inanimate and animate.
Right. Arimasu is used for all of the inanimate objects. When you're talking about the existence of a pen, a cupboard, a shelf, anything, table, anything. Okay. Imasu is used for all that is animate. Birds, anything that moves on its own. People, birds, animals, insects, all of that. Okay. So now we will look at a few exercises. I was hoping you can all do this on your own, but let's see. There's an example over here. Can you all read the question in the example?
Hayashi-san
Hi.
wa
Yes.
doko
Yes.
doko ni
Doko ni. Yes.
Imasuka.
shimasuka.
Imasu ka? Hayashi-san wa doko ni imasu ka? Hi. What is the meaning of that sentence? Doko.
Where? Where is where?
Yes, doko is where. And doko has the answer to the question where is a location, right? As for Hayashi-san, where is he? Doko ni imasu ka? Right? So the answer to the question, if you say Hayashi-san is in the classroom or in the living room or in the kitchen, whatever it is, that forms the location in that sentence. That is where Hayashi-san is present. So therefore, the question word doko will also take the location marker ni. Question word doko, it refers to a location. You're asking for the location. So Hayashi-san wa doko ni imasu ka? Where is he? Which place is he? Doko ni imasu ka? So what is the answer? Hayashi-san is at the bank. So how do you say that sentence? Hayashi-san is the subject, bank is the location, and then you have to say he is there. He exists. Right? It's a simple sentence. Hi, please go ahead.
Hayashi-san wa
Yes.
ginkou ni imasu.
Yes. Hi. Hayashi-san wa ginkou ni imasu. Hayashi-san wa ginkou ni imasu. So that's an example. Okay. Now here I will ask, yes? Somebody had a question, or is it just some audio? All right. Okay. So let's go to the next one. So who is the person we are talking about in the next one? In the next exercise?
Tanaka.
Yes. Tanaka, we know her as Tanaka Sensei. So let's just call her Tanaka Sensei. So how do you ask the question? It's the same format. You'll have to follow the same format. Ask the question, where is that person? And then the answer is in the hint. The picture is the hint. Okay. So this is the restaurant. So think of the word for restaurant. And let's answer that question. So first, what is the question itself? Where is Tanaka Sensei? Hi, everyone.
Tanaka-san wa doko ni
Hi, Tanaka Sensei wa
Tanaka-sensei wa Doko
Hi.
ni imasu ka?
Yes, yes. Tanaka sensei wa doko ni imasu ka? Right? Doko ni imasu ka? It's the same template that you can follow. Tanaka sensei wa doko ni imasu ka? So what is the answer? She is at the restaurant. Tanaka sensei wa?
Restaurant ni
Hi. Yes.
arimasu.
Restaurant ni, what is the verb?
Restaurant.
Restaurant. Right? So it's restaurant. Restaurant. Restaurant ni. Finally, how do you end that sentence? Imasu. Right. Okay. Tanaka sensei wa restaurant ni imasu. Can I have everybody participate? I can only hear one or two voices. Why is that? If you know the answer, please say it. Even if you don't know, it's fine. That way I will know. Okay, if I have to explain something again. The next one, what are the things that you see in this picture? What are the two things that you see in the picture?
Books and flower vase.
Books and flower pot.
Yes, bookshelf more specifically,
Sure.
and the flower pot or the vase, anything.
Vase.
So, hondana. Can you all recognize what I'm writing? What am I writing? What have I written? This is da, this is na is fine, I think. What is this?
Yes. Phone.
O from the Holy
Hon.
Cross. Yeah.
Yes.
In
Yes,
katakana.
very nice. Hon in kanji,
Kanji.
right? You cut the tree to make books. So this is kanji, right? You read it as hon, book. So in the word hondana means bookshelf. So in that word, since we are familiar with the kanji for hon, you can replace that part of the word with the kanji. There is another kanji for tana as well, but you'll be doing that later, maybe in the later levels. So now hondana is bookshelf. Was or vase is kabin. Kabin. Now the question is, where is the was? Where is the was? How do you ask that question? As for the was, where is it? Where does it exist? Where is it located?
Kabin wa.
Yes,
Do.
Anusha-san.
Am I saying it right?
You're right. Yes.
Kabin wa.
Yes.
Dore ni imasu ka.
Doko ni.
Sorry,
Doko is
doko
the...
ni.
Hi.
Doko ni imasu ka. And
Is it
kabin.
imasu or arimasu? Kabin. Inanimate.
So arimasu ka.
Arimasu ka. Hai. Kabin wa doko ni arimasu ka. Very good. Hai.
Sumimasen sensei.
Yes, Rima-san.
So for human beings, it would be imaska, and for non-living things, it would be aremaska.
It is not living and non-living. That's not how it is. It is animate and inanimate. Things that can move on its own and things that cannot move on its own, right? I think I was saying in the last class, for example, trees are living, but they don't move. And so they fall under the arimasu category. So if you're talking about trees, for instance, you will end that sentence with arimasu. So, imasu, I think it's only people. What else? Animals, right? Birds, insects, anything else? Yeah, that's about it. Ghosts.
Okay. Arigatou
Yeah.
gozaimasu.
Hi, hi. Okay. Next. Oh, I'm sorry, we didn't finish that. Only the question part is done. So Anusha-san asked the question. Who can respond to her? The question is, Kabin wa doko ni arimasu ka? Doko ni arimasu ka? Who can say? All right, I'm going to ask Anusha-san to choose somebody.
Deba Barman. I get the name right.
Who is it,
Deva
Anusha?
Barma. Snigdha Jyoti Deva Barma.
Oh, okay, okay. Snigdha Jyoti-san, yes. Would you like to try?
Sure.
Yes.
I forgot the word for on top of.
On top of, yes, that's a good question.
Ka
On
kabin
top of. Yes, you can go ahead with the sentence and then we will do it as it comes. Hi.
kabin ka
Yes.
uh,
On top of the, sorry, bookshelf, right? So something, no, top of is ue. So this is bookshelf.
hon hon
Yes. Hondana.
hondana no ue
No. Yes.
ue ni
Yes. Yes.
uh, de de
Ue ni.
arimasen ue
Ue
ni
ni arimasu.
arimasen.
Yes. Arimasu, right? Positive.
Okay,
Hi.
arimasu.
Hi, arigatou gozaimasu. Yes. So can you all repeat the sentence Snigdha Jyoti-san just now gave us? Hondan, I'm sorry. Kabin wa.
Kabin wa.
Yes.
Kabin wa. Hondanan.
Yes. Hondana no.
No. Ue ni
Ue ni. Hi.
arimasu.
Arimasu. Hi. Okay. Kabin wa hondana no ue ni arimasu. Okay. All right. Next over here, you have two objects. First, let's look at one of it. How do you say this? What is this object here? Textbook? Somebody said textbook? Yes, what is that in Japanese? Hi. Yes, Nihongo. More specifically, it's a Japanese language textbook. So what is that? How do you say that?
Nihongo no noto.
Nihongo no textbook is kyokasho.
Kyokasho.
Yes, ki, small yo, elongated with u, ka, shi, and a small yo. Kyokasho. Noto is a notebook, but this is a textbook. Hi, so that is kyokasho. Nihongo no kyokasho. Okay. What is newspaper? Shinbun. Shinbun. Newspaper is shinbun. So now the question is, as for the Japanese language textbook and newspaper, where are they? As for the Japanese language textbook and newspaper, where are they? Where are they located? So here between two nouns, you have the word and. So I would like you all to think about what that particle is in Japanese. Between two nouns when you want to say and.
To.
To, correct. To. right? Hi. So, Justin-san, can you try that sentence? Ask the question. As for the Japanese language textbook and the newspaper, where are they located?
日本語の、
はい。
教
So,
科書
はい。
と、
Yes.
新聞は
Yes.
どこですか？
はい。どこですか is fine, or you can say どこにありますか。
どこにある
どこですか is also, はい。どこですか is simply where are they, right? どこですか where are they? Or you can be more elaborate, say どこにありますか where are they located? That's how you can translate it in English. Right, no problem. Siddharth-san, can you give that answer?
I can try.
Yes, that's all I want you to do.
Japanese language book is called as Nihongo no Kyokasho, and newspaper
Right.
is Shinbun.
Correct.
And the word for and is ya.
In this case, it's just two nouns. So between two nouns, the word is to. If it's a big list that you're not including everything in, then it is ya.
Okay, so here it is do.
To.
Okay. Nihongo no Kyokasho to Shinbun.
Yes. Yes. Shinbun.
No.
Shinbun wa. That's the particle. Those two
Yes,
are the topic.
Shinbun wa. Arimasu is used in last, right?
Correct.
Uh,
So how do you say on top of the table?
on top of it was
Can we say? Can we say ue ni taburu?
Teburu no ue.
Teburu.
Hi,
Teburu.
teburu. So off the table, right? So it's teburu no, right? Off the table. Off is attached to table. So no should be attached to teburu. Teburu no, and then comes ue. So what is the
Ue.
particle that will follow this, Siddharth-san? Hi, teburu no ue.
Teburu ue.
Arimasu is right, but the particle that will come after teburu no ue is?
This is subject, so it should be ga.
Is this subject? Is this the subject or the location of the subject?
Table is location, so it will be ni.
Right. Correct. Correct. Okay. Hai. Arigatou gozaimasu. So, Nihongo no kyokasho to shinbun. So, in this question, you have not one subject, but two. So, therefore, you have to be careful about how you put them together in the sentence. You use the use the particle to, that means and. So, Nihongo no kyokasho to shinbun wa teburu no ue ni arimasu. So, in your minds, you have to be very clear. That's the subject. So, as soon as you say the subject, subject marker. Next, what is the location? Say the location, location marker. And then finally, arimasu, arimasu. Of course, in the subject, you have to use the particle to in this because there are two subjects, right? A and B. Location, top of something. Therefore, there's the particle no that comes. So these are also things you have to pay attention to. Okay. Can you all say that sentence together, please, so I know you all understood? Nihongo no kyokasho. Yes, I've begun the sentence for you. Hai, minna de onegai shimasu. Yes. Nihongo no.
Gono.
Yes.
Kyokasho.
Kyokasho. To.
Tabran.
To.
Shinbun.
Newspaper. Shinbun wa.
Shinbun wa.
Yes.
Teburu.
Yes,
Ue ni
table no
arimasu.
ue ni arimasu.
arimasu.
Hai. Okay. Hai. All right. Now, next question. Cat. What is cat?
Noko.
Neko.
Neko.
Neko,
Neko.
sorry.
Neko. Hi. Hi. Now, what is the location of the cat?
The chair.
It's on the chair. It's on the chair. Right? Hi. Okay. Yes, Leo-san, ask the question, please. Where is the cat? Where is the cat located?
Noko wa doko desu ka?
Okay. Neko wa doko desu ka?
Doko
How's the
desu ka?
other way that you can ask this question? Using the verb
Neko
of
wa
existence.
doko ni
Yes.
Doko ni
imasu ka?
Hai.
arimasu ka?
Yes. Correct. Neko wa doko ni imasu ka, right? Not arimasu ka, imasu ka. Hai. Neko wa doko ni imasu ka? Hi, Leo-san, can you choose somebody, please, to answer that question?
Arimasu.
Rima-san, hi, answer.
Neko wa
Hi,
on the table is
on
Neko
the
wa
chair.
no ue
What ue? Nan no ue. On top of
Te-
what?
teburu. No, chair. What do we say? Chair. It's not teburu is for table.
Isu.
So chair.
Isu.
Hi, isu. Isu, yes, everyone's right. Isu.
Isu. Isu.
So, hi,
No
hi,
ue
yes,
Ni.
yes.
Ue ni imasu.
imaska. Imasku.
Imasu is right, but before that, the particle was missing, Rima-san. I think Leo-san gave the answer. Isu no ue.
Neko ga isu no ue ni imasu ka?
Hi.
Imasu.
Yes. Neko ga isu no ue. Neko ga isu no ue ni.
Okay, ni was missing.
Yes, the ni
Okay,
particle was
okay,
missing. Just that.
okay.
Everything else was right. Hi.
Okay, thank you.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigato.
Hi. Neko ga isu no ue ni. That's the location. So the particle ni comes after it. All right. Now, in the last picture, what are the two things that you can identify? You need an object, you need a subject, and then you need a location for the subject. So what are these two things in this picture?
Playground and tree.
Yes, playground or a park and tree. Park in Japanese, I don't think we've done this before. It's koen, or maybe we have, I don't know. Koen. Koen. Ko, elongation is after ko. So it's elongate that sound. Koen is park. What is tree?
Ki.
Ki. Very good. This is the kanji, right? We looked at this kanji in the last class. Tree. Hi. Now the question, where is the tree located? Hi, everybody. Where is the tree located?
Kiwa doko ni
Hi.
arimasu ka?
Hi. Ki wa doko ni
Doko ni
arimasu ka?
arimasu ka?
Yes. Yes. Ki wa doko ni arimasu ka? Hi. Answer to that?
Iwako ni arimasu.
Hi. Yes, correct. Anybody else? Ki wa
Kiwa koi ni
Kiwa
arimasu?
in
Arimasu.
Hi. Koen ni arimasu.
Arimasu.
Yes. Ki wa koen ni arimasu. Okay. Hi.
Arimasan.
Yes. It's great effort by everybody, but I think practice is still lacking. Maybe a little bit more practice is required, right? Any questions? The key thing, once again, I'm repeating, the important thing, the thing that will make all the difference is to sit with the grammar that we have done on the day that we have done it. I think I may have mentioned it. So we do a certain grammar today. The important thing is after class, try to squeeze in some time. Sit with that grammar the same day so you don't forget it. It's very fresh in your memory. And so it will register very easily. And you will be prepared for the next class very well. And that will make a lot of difference. Okay, and that's also important for us to go forward, right? If we can do this fast, then maybe I can put in more exercises. So I need your help on that front. Hi. Yes, Leo-san, note taken. If you need to communicate anything to me, you can always use the chat. So I can always check that. All right. Some more exercise, since I want you all to understand this concept very well. Let's just keep doing some more exercise. Hi. Okay. Let's talk about some of the items in your room. That's the exercise. Now, there are two things to remember about this. One is when you, in this kind of a sentence, there are a lot of things that you want to list. Okay. If you can list all of the things, suppose there are only 3-4 objects in your room and you can list all of them, A, B, C, and D. You can list all of them. Then, in your sentence, right, you will begin with the location, heya ni. Or if it's, you want to say my room, it will be watashi no heya ni. A to, B to, C to, D. Right? To between all the nouns, A to, B to, C to, D. The last one, after that, you have the particle ga. A, B, C, D are all subjects. So after you finish mentioning all of them, you have the particle ga, and then you say arimasu because these are all objects. But suppose you have 10 things and you don't want to mention all of the objects in your room and you just want to say 2 or 3. So let's say A, B, C you mention. A, ya, B, ya, C, na, do, ga, arimasu. Ya between the nouns. And after the last noun or the object, you use the word nado to mean etc. or things like these. And then after nado, you mark the whole thing with the ga particle. A, ya, B, ya, shi, nado, ga, arimasu. This is the structure. So I'll leave it to you. Okay? I'll ask you the question and then you can answer in any way you want. Okay? Maybe just 2 of you. Hi. Who would like to volunteer? If anybody wants to answer, I'll go with you first. Otherwise, I'd have to pick. Who would like to try? It's not complicated. I can help you with it. We can all help you with it. So
I can
just
volunteer.
give it a shot. Okay, Rima-san. Hi. So the question is, Rima-san no heya ni. Rima-san no heya ni. Nani ga arimasu ka? To explain the question once more, heya is the location, Rima-san no heya is the specific location, followed by the particle ni, and then nani is the question word what, followed by the subject marker ga, because the answer to the question what forms the subject in the sentence. So nani will also take the subject marker, arimasu ka. In Rima-san's room, what is that? What are the objects? Right? Actually, subjects. What are the subjects that are there? Hi, Rima-san. Dozo, please.
Watashi no
Yes.
kyokasho. Nihongo no kyokasho.
Okay.
To bedo.
Okay.
Teburu ya.
Okay. Hi, please.
Shinbun ya.
Okay.
Nado.
All right.
Ga.
Nado ga. Okay. Can you repeat that sentence once more, Rima-san?
Watashi wa.
Watashi, my
Watashi
room.
no.
So,
Watashi
yes.
no.
Watashi
Watashi no.
Hi.
Kyokasho.
Watashi no room is missing in your sentence.
Heya. Watashi no
Yes.
heya.
Here, followed by the location marker.
ni
Ni.
Ni.
Okay. Watashi no heya ni. Now to the subjects, all the objects that you want to list. Hi.
Kyokasho.
Yes, you said Nihongo no kyokasho. So let me type that. Kyokasho. All right.
Ya.
Yeah. Okay.
Shinbun.
Okay.
Nihongo ni shinbun.
Nihongo no shinbun. Okay. Nihongo no
Right.
shinbun.
Ya. Bedo.
Yeah. Bedo.
Nado ga.
Hi. Okay. Nadoga. The sentence will end with hi.
Arimasu.
I can. Hi, arimasu. I can see
arimasu.
some of your
Arimasu.
mouths move. Hi, arimasu. Watashi no heya ni Nihongo no kyokasho ya. Okay. Nihongo no shinbun. So more specifically, a Japanese language newspaper. Ya. Beddo. Nado is etc. So when Rima-san says ya, we automatically understand that there are more things in the room than she is going to mention. Right? So 3 things out of the many. Okay. Beddo, nado, ga, they are there. So arimasu. All right. Very good. Very nice. Hai, arigatou gozaimasu.
Arigatou gozaimasu.
Hai. So the important thing is you have to know first location, ni. Subjects, how many ever subjects? Ga. Finally, arimasu or imasu. Right? This is the structure. So you have to fit in your answers in this structure. This won't change. Okay. Anybody else wants to try? Sai-san? Hi. Hi. Sai-san no heya ni nani ga arimasu ka? Can you tell us? Sai-san no heya ni nani ga arimasu ka? So you can follow the same pattern as Rima-san earlier, right? I have typed it there. You can just follow that and I'll also help you.
Okay.
Hi.
Sai-san,
You will say watashi,
he,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. Watashi,
Watashi no,
yes.
no,
Heya, particle.
to ga, yeah.
Heya will be followed by the particle
Heya.
ni because it is the location, right? Hi. Hi. Okay.
And
Beddo, okay.
Ya.
Ya. Very good.
Bedono.
Bedono. Okay.
Nihango no.
Oh, you want to say
Bedono.
Japanese
Nihanga
language?
no.
Beddo ya Nihongo no. Okay, let's see. Is it book, textbook?
Kyokasho.
Kyokasho? You want to say Kyokasho, Sai-san? Oh, something's wrong with the video.
Yeah, madam.
That's all right. That's all right. Nihongo no. What do you want to say? Japanese language?
Hmm.
Hon. Okay. Is there any
Hon means
other object or is this the last? Yes, tell me.
Check.
Hon is book.
Okay.
Okay. Is that all? Bed and Japanese language book. So after this,
Yeah.
you will use the word nado, right? Nado.
Okay. Means
So to
table.
mean things like these. And then finally, you use the
Okay.
subject marker ga, right? Now, what is the verb? Arimasu or imasu?
Okay.
Is the verb
Harimasa.
arimasu or imasu? Hai,
Harimasa.
arimasu. Hai, arigatou gozaimasu. Okay. Watashi no buya ni beddo ya
Arigatou gozaimasu.
nihongo no hon nado ga arimasu. So here, Sai-san has only mentioned 2 items. That's also fine. 2 of the many. Okay. Does anybody want to try this?
Okay. Thank you.
It's good.
Arigatou
Hi, hi. Arigatou gozaimasu. Aishwarya-san?
Yeah, sure, ma'am.
Yes, go ahead, please. Aishwarya-san no buya ni nani ga arimasu ka?
Watashi
Hai.
no heya
Yes.
ni wa isu.
Watashi no buya ni. Okay.
Watashi wa no hiya ni.
No, it's watashi no buya ni.
Watashi no heya ni
Yes.
wa isu.
Why is the wa there? Not required.
Watashi no.
Hai. Watashi no buya ni isu.
Watashi no heya ni isu.
Yes.
Betto.
Okay.
Toke no.
Okay.
Toke no. Ga arimasu.
Toke ga arimasu. Okay. What is the particle that must come between these nouns? Isu, beddo, toke. What is the particle?
Yeah.
Ya. Is it ya or to? Because if these are the 3 things you want to say, it will be to. But if there are many more things, then it will be ya, and nado. So what is it, Aishwarya-san? To or ya?
Watashi no heya ni isu
Okay.
ya betto ya
Okay.
toke ya ga arimasu.
Toke is the last object. After the last
Okay.
object, you will use the word nado. Okay? Nado
Okay.
tells the listener that there are more things like this. This is not the end of the list. Okay? There are more things like this. And then that will be followed by the subject marker ga. And then it's arimasu, not imasu, because these are all inanimate. Okay?
Okay.
Hi. So that's important. Isu ya, noun 1, ya, Noun 2, ya. Noun 3, and then this is not the end of the list. So this nado is like etc. So you have to mention that. And then you have ga, because all of these, until the nado, they're all subjects. They're all the answers to the question, what is there? Right? So after all of that, you have ga and then arimas. All right? Any questions in this? Anybody? Okay, all right. Now let's quickly do some exercise. I would have liked all of you to have done this, but let's do it together since there seems to be some doubt. Nani ga arimasu ka? Hai. Let's do individual sentences. First question, Hana. So say there is a flower in the room. Or just forget in the room, just say there is a flower. How do you say there is a flower? There is a flower is there, simple. Just the last part of the sentence.
Hanawa
Hana ga
hanaga arimasu.
arimasu. That's all, very simple. Hana ga arimasu. All right. Next, what is the next object here? Flower was. So substitute hana with flower was. It's just practice with new words, that's all. Same sentence, keep saying it. Hana ga arimasu. Next word.
Kagin wa arimasu.
Hi.
Kabin
Hi.
ga arimasu.
Kabin wa arimasu or
Kabin.
kabin ga arimasu. Anything is
Kabin.
fine. All right. Next word. Kasa.
Kasa
Umbrella.
wa arimasu.
Hi. Kasa wa arimasu. Kasa ga arimasu. All right. Next. Heater. Heater is a word in katakana. Can you all try and read that? What is that
Kitaga,
word?
kiga,
What is this word in katakana? This is
Heater.
Sutobu.
stove. Stove, right? Stove. A stove in katakana, it's interpreted as stove. Stove. Okay, the v is replaced by the b sound. So it's stove. So heater is not hita or anything like that. It's stove. All right. Stove ga arimasu. What is the next word? Television.
Teribi.
Terebi. Okay, terebi. So in the sentence, how do you say a TV is there?
Terebi imasu.
Terebi,
Imasu.
particle,
Ga arimasu.
ga,
Ga imasu.
is it imasu?
Arimasu.
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 Arimasu. Yes. Okay, unless, hi, arimasu. Terebi ga arimasu. Okay, next.
Hondana.
Yes, hondana
Ga arimasu.
ga arimasu. Yes, hondana ga arimasu. It's a very simple exercise. Next, radio. It's just new words. You're trying to identify all the words in the picture. Okay. Radio is, what is the word for radio in Japanese?
Raji wo wa
Hai,
arimasu.
radio. Hai, correct. Radio ga arimasu. The word is radio. O, not ho. O, radio. Radio ga arimasu. Last. Slippers.
Tirupa.
Can you try
Surupa.
again?
Suripa.
Hi.
Suripa.
Sripa. Sripa. It's a syllabic stops. You don't pronounce it. Sripa.
Suripa.
Sripa. Hi. Sripa ga.
Ga arimasu.
Arimasu.
Okay. All right. It's a simple exercise. All right. These are just new words. Okay. You can further, once you learn more words, you can further be specific and say, what is it? The cabin is on top of the stool and the umbrella is next to the stool. And you can say the radio is inside the bookshelf. All right. The TV is in the corner of the room. So you need to know words like inside, corner, by the side of, next to, on top of. I think you can try this one. The the radio, right? The radio is inside the bookshelf. Is inside of the bookshelf. Of the bookshelf. So it's this pattern. Something no inside. Right? Can you think of this sentence? I'll give you all a minute. We learned the word for inside in the last class. If you had all studied over the weekend, you will know what this is. I'll give you all a minute.
Naka.
Naka, correct. But take a minute and I want all of you to form this sentence and maybe even write it in your books. But form it in your minds first before you write it. I'll give you a minute and then you can share it with the class. Do you all think of the sentence?
Rajia no Naka Hondana. This arimasu.
Okay, arimasu is fine. The sentence ends with arimasu. All right. What is the subject in this sentence? All of you.
Radio.
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 The radio will be followed by what particle?
No.
Subject is followed by the subject marker. Therefore, it
Ga.
is ga. Right? What is the location in this sentence?
Inside bookshelf.
Inside the bookshelves. That will be followed by ni. And then finally, you have either arimasu or imasu. Now, this is the structure. Very simple. So, begin your sentence with the subject. Follow it with the subject marker ga. And then think of the location. This is how you will give this particular location. That is also there. Something no inside. Inside the bookshelf, right? So, it's hondana no naka. Hondana no naka. Now that will be followed by the location marker. As soon as you utter a word, it's very important to think of what particle will come after this word. Next word. Now what particle after this word? Next word. What particle after this word? And then what comes at the end of the sentence? So now can you all try this sentence together, please? I would like everybody to say this sentence.
Rajyoga.
Rajyoga.
Rajiya
Hondanano
Yes.
Hondanano
Nakani
Naka
Correct. Nakani
Arimasu.
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 Hai. Hai, arigatou gozaimasu. Radio ga hondana no naka ni arimasu. All right. Okay, now quickly, all of you must answer. All right? First sentence. Read this sentence. Give me the particles. This is your practice. What you're supposed to do after class, I want you all to do it now. Okay? Sentence and give me the particles that will come after every word. You see, every word there's a blank, which means the blank is a particle. Before the next word, there's a particle. Hai. Heya kaban arimasu. What is this sentence, everyone? Heya followed by the particle?
Heya ni kaban wa
Ni.
Kaban
arimasu.
Correct.
Kaban wa
Kaban wa or ga arimasu. All right. Heya ni. Right? Kaban, let's say ga because we've studied the subject marker now. So we can use the subject marker. Towards the end of this class, I'll tell you the difference between va and ga. I'm telling you va is also okay. Ga is also okay, right? I'll tell you what the difference is. I'll tell you slowly. That's not very important, which is why I'm not talking about it. Like I said, I just want you all to understand what subject marker is. Okay, not worry about it too much. But I'm sure maybe you might have this question, why is va coming here and why is ga coming in another sentence? I will tell you, they are both all right. So kaban can either be followed by ga or va, but this is very contextual. So I will give you an example maybe once we finish this exercise and then I'll tell you. All right. So heya is a location and kaban is the subject, right? And then you have arimasu. So there is a bag in the room. Next sentence. Shirt in Japanese is shatsu. Shatsu. And pocket is poketto. Poketto. Shatsu, poketto, and arimasu. So what is this sentence like? What is the subject and what is the location?
Sharp. No.
No? Is
Oh.
no the particle? Shatsu. The sentence in English is like this, right? There is a pocket in the shirt. So what is the subject and what is its location? There is a pocket in the shirt.
Shatsu ni
Hi.
pocket to what is this?
Hi.
Wa pocket to ga.
Poketo
Ga
ga.
or ga. Hi. Poketto ga arimasu. Shatsu ni poketto ga arimasu. All right, that's all. Third sentence. Hondana arimasu. How do you read this kanji? Hon, right? Book. Hondana arimasu.
Does it mean book is inside the bookshelf?
Yes, that is what it means. These are the three words. So that is what it can mean, right? If you try and translate it.
Ni?
Hon.
Hon wa hondana ni arimasu.
Hi. Yes, honwa or ga, anything. Hondana ni arimasu. Honwa or honga, hondana ni arimasu. Next sentence. Hon no to jisho arimasu. Hon no to jisho. These are all objects. There is no location. Finally, you have arimasu. How do you combine these nouns together?
Yeah.
Okay, ya. If you use ya, then it is ya. No to,
No dega.
no to,
Ah,
Oh yeah.
ya again. Now the last word in this sentence is jisho, so that will be followed by
No
Nado
dega.
ga.
hai.
na, ga, other things
Hai.
like this.
Yes, correct. Nado ga arimasu. Hon ya, no to ya, jisho, nado ga arimasu. Last sentence. Neko, neko, skue.
Next is the
What is this kanji?
table.
Square stable,
Uh.
correct. Cat, table. This kanji is
Uh,
shita. Very good. Shita. The meaning of shita is below, right? Shita. And now fill in with the particles.
Imasu.
Imas is the end of the sentence, correct? Because you're talking about the existence of the subject, cat. So what will cat be followed by? Neko?
Niko ni
Ga.
Neko, ga.
Niko ga.
Neko is not the location. Neko is the subject that is located somewhere. Now, where is it located? Square?
Ni.
no.
Okay, square, no, correct?
Stani.
Hai. Hai, arigatou gozaimasu. Neko ga tsukue no shita ni imasu. Tsukue no shita, it's below of the table. Under of the table, right? Under the table, below the table. Tsukue no shita. The whole thing is a location. So after that, after shita, you have the ni particle. I still see there's a lot of hesitation. Is there a question? Anybody has any? Is it confusing? Any doubts? No doubts. So everything's okay? Is it just practice that you need? All right. Okay. So we'll stop with this. I would like you all to do the other exercise. I don't want to be giving the answers. All right. We still haven't finished lesson 4. So technically, this is only for practice. This is only, I thought I'd do the exercise just to review the previous class. But any questions really? Is it okay? Shall we move on to the next one that we are left with in lesson 4? All right. I can't move on until there's an answer.
Yes.
Hi.
Hi,
Okay.
Arimasan.
Hi. All right. So the next thing that we'll be looking at in this lesson is, we also did kanji in the last class. The other thing is adjectives. So you see how we are slowly, there's a step up with each lesson, right? To quickly review, in the first lesson, we looked at how do you introduce yourself? How do you talk about yourself? Basic sentences about what I am, about what you are, about what he or she is, right? Sentences that end with this. You're saying, I am equal to this. You are equal to this. They are equal to that. I am a teacher. And then there were kosuado words. And then in the last lesson, in the fourth lesson, we looked at how do you talk about existence of something in another place. That's the difference between desu and arimasu imasu. Desu is, am, are. Arimasu imasu is there. I am there. They are there. They are there in the restaurant. I am there in the room. She is there in the kitchen. You're talking about the existence of an object, of a noun in a particular place. So how does that come in a sentence, right? That is where the subject, the person or the noun that you're talking about is the subject, followed by ga particle. And then the location in which they exist or it exists will be the location in the sentence followed by the location marker ni. And finally, depending on whether the subject is animate or inanimate, you either use the verb arimasu or imasu. So those are the sentences. Now we are going to be describing things around you. So you look at a noun, you can say that is a mobile phone. Soreva. Okay, denwa desu. Mobile phone. Keitai denwa desu. Areva Nihon no chizu desu. That is a map of Japan. Okay. Koko wa kyoshitsu desu. This place is the classroom. So you can indicate objects and people and places around you and talk about it. But now you're going to learn how to describe nouns. How do you describe a person? How do you describe an object? How do you describe a place? How do you describe anything? Right? So describing words are called adjectives. So when I say a pen, this is a long pencil. Long is the adjective I use to describe the pencil. She is a kind person. The kind is an adjective. So these are the words that you're going to be looking at in Japanese. They function very differently from English. Okay. There are two broad categories of adjectives in Japanese. They are two categories, right? The first one is E ending adjectives, and the second one is na ending adjectives. E ending adjectives and na ending adjectives. So now we're going to be looking at how do you identify if an adjective is E ending or na ending. What are E ending adjectives? What are na ending adjectives? So once we look at that, later on, we'll look at why they are called E ending and na ending. But for now, we'll look at what are E ending adjectives and what are na ending adjectives. So here you have a list of words. So can you all read these 4 words and try to understand the sounds that are highlighted in red color, right? As you read them, pay attention to them. What's the first word here?
Akai.
Akai. Akai. Okay. The meanings are there, so you can check them. What's the second word?
Muskashi.
Hi. Muzukashi. 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 Repeat after me, everyone. Muzukashi.
Muzukashi.
Hi. The highlighted sounds. She. Okay. Third word.
Urui.
Hi. Purui. Hi.
Mm.
Purui. Purui. Fourth word.
Omoshiro.
Omoshiroi.
Omoshiroi. Omoshiroi. Okay, it's a very interesting movie. They're describing the movie as interesting. Omoshiroi. All right. Here, these are all adjectives. Now, if an adjective at the very end, the last two sounds are important with adjectives. This is very important, so please do pay attention without being distracted. The last two sounds are very important adjectives. So if an adjective ends with the I, E, ui, and oi sound. Okay, here it is. I, E, ui, oi. So you have the 5 sounds I, E, U, A, O. So if it ends with I, E, ui, and oi, then it is an E ending adjective. So in the first word, you see that akai ends with ka-i. The final sound is E, but the sound before that is kai. So ka is the R sound, right? So it's I sound. The next word, muzukashi, ends with shi. The final kana is E, but the sound before that is shi, which is of the E sound. So E sound. The third word, hurui. The last two kana, the last two sounds, the last sound is E, but the one before it is rui, which is ui. So the last word is omoshiroi. Last two sounds, last kana is E, but the sound before that is roi, which is oi sound. Now I'm talking about sounds, not kana. See, the kana is ka, but the sound is a. The kana is shi, but the sound is e. The kana is ru, but the sound is u. Ro, sound is o. So if an adjective ends with one of these sounds, I, E, ui, and oi, then it is an E ending adjective. Okay, now what is left out in this? The sound that is left out in this is A, right? So if an adjective ends with the A sound, look at this word. What is this word that you see on the right? You may. The last kana is E. Hi. The last kana is E, but the sound before it has the A sound.
Okay.
So the last two kana you have to look at. It has the A sound. So therefore, this is a na ending adjective. Okay. Initially, we all make the mistake of looking at the last sound, seeing E in it, right? If the adjective ends with E, then you think it's E ending. No. You will have to look at the last two sounds. Okay. Not all E ending adjective, all adjectives that end with the kana E are E ending adjectives. No. It can end with E, but the sound before that, if it's of the A sound, ke, me, se, be, whatever. Here it is me. Then it is na ending. So you have to look at the last two sounds. That's very important. The other thing is, if an adjective has a completely different sound, look at these 3 examples I've given. Can you read all the 3 of them? Benri. Benri. All right. Next one. Ripa. S is a small s. So do you pronounce it? No. Instead, you'll have to stress the kana that comes after it. So what is this word? Rippa. Rippa. All right, what's the last word here?
Nigiyaka.
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 Nigiyaka. Now, if you see, all these three words are completely different sounds. Benri. It doesn't end with E at all. Right? Very different sound. Ripa. Nigiyaka. Those are also na-ending adjectives. So once again, I'm going to repeat the rules. It's given here in bullet points. If an adjective ends with the last two sounds, very important. If the adjective ends with I, E, ui, and oi sounds, then they are E ending adjectives. If an adjective ends with the A sound, AE sound, or if it has completely different sounds, then that adjective is na ending. It's very important we get this rule clear. So luckily, there are no exceptions to these rules. This is the rule, and then there is no other exception. So you don't have to worry about that. But this rule is very important. It's very important that when you look at an adjective, you're immediately able to identify if it's an E ending adjective or an A ending adjective. Of course, it will take time until you get to that level where you immediately know, okay, this adjective is E ending. Initially, it requires a little bit of practice. You will need to spend a few seconds trying to analyze the sounds and identifying if it's E ending or Na ending, but you'll get there slowly. But if you make a mistake, later on you'll be doing conjugations. Conjugations is when you have to change an adjective depending on the tense. For past tense, you have to change it, right? For other kinds of tenses, you have to change it again. For a positive adjective, it is something. If you have to change it to negative, it is something else. These are all conjugations. When you change the grammar, when you change the verb, when you change the adjective. For E ending adjectives, you have different rules. For Na ending adjectives, you have different rules. So if you identify any adjective wrongly, that is, if you identify an E ending adjective as a Na ending adjective, then you'll end up doing the wrong conjugation. So everything is wrong about that. Right? Your sentence will not make sense. So it's important, very important, basics are important, that you identify if an adjective is E ending or Na ending. That's what we are going to be practicing now quickly. There's a list of adjectives here. But like all of you to try this. I don't want to hear 1, 2 voices. I want to hear all of your voices. Okay, if your videos are off, once again, please leave them on. Hi, first adjective. Let's all read the first one together and then you will tell me, take a few seconds, tell me if it's E ending or Na ending. What's the first adjective?
Takai.
Takai.
Hi, Takai.
Takai.
E ending or Na ending?
E ending.
E ending.
E ending, very good. Why? I sound. Very good. So these are the 3 things I want you to tell me for each of the adjective. Okay? Read the adjective, tell me if it's E ending or Na ending, and tell me why. Tell me what sound it ends with. That will tell me why. Next adjective.
Okay.
Oki.
Okay.
Hi, both the sounds O and Ki are elongated. So Oki. E ending or Na ending?
E ending.
E ending.
E ending. Why?
Focus is on key. Oh,
E
key.
sound. Ki, right? E sound. Hi. Kai has the I sound. Ki. So, E sound. Hi. Okay. Next. Hi. Next adjective.
Seaside.
Chisai. Chisai. Okay. E ending or Na ending?
E ending.
Hi. Why?
E ending.
I. Chi,
I
sai,
sound.
I.
Very good.
I sound.
Right? I. Okay. Fourth one.
Nagai.
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 Na-
Nagai.
Nagai. Gai. Hi. What is the adjective? E or na?
E sound. Ga.
E
E.
ending.
E ending adjective. And why is that?
Gai. The focus is I.
I sound, right? It ends with the I sound. Hi. Okay. Next. What's the next adjective? Hi. What is this?
Kire.
Kire.
Kire. Kire.
Kire. E ending, na ending. Which one?
E.
Na ending because it's Ray. Ray.
Very good.
Correct.
Excellent. Hi.
Mm.
Correct. Re. Kire. A sound. Right? Although it ends with E, when you look at this together, it's A sound. So this is a na ending adjective. I desu ka? Daijoubu desu ka? I hope all of you are following. Next adjective. Can you all read this?
Toi.
Toi. Toi. Right? To is elongated. Toi. E ending or na ending?
E ending.
E.
E ending. Why is that?
Oi.
Focus is
OE
OE.
sound.
OE.
Yes. The kana is OE itself. It's the OE sound, obviously. So it's E ending adjective. Okay. Next adjective. What's the next one?
Ni.
Ni.
Geyaka.
Nigiyaka.
Nigiyaka.
Hi.
Nigiyaka.
Nigiyaka.
So
E ending or na ending?
Na.
so na
Na
ending.
ending.
Yes.
Na ending.
Ka. It's a very different sound, right? So it's na ending. Hi. Na ending adjective. All right. Next one on the top over here.
Hikui.
Hikui. Very good.
Hikui.
Hikui.
Ui
Hikui.
sound. E ending.
Ui sound. E ending. Very good. So it's E ending. This is na. Ui sound is E ending. All right. Next adjective.
Tu.
Tsu.
Yo.
Yo.
Yoi. Yoi.
Hi. Tsuyoi.
E ending.
E ending adjective. Why is it E ending?
Focus is OE.
Hi.
Yoi.
Focus is OE. Right. So it's E ending. All right. Tsuyoi. OE sound. Hi. Next.
Shigu.
Shizuka.
Shizuka.
Shizu.
Shizuka.
Hi.
Shizuka.
Shizuka. Shizuka. E or na?
Na.
Na. Very good. Why is that?
Focus is Oka. Shizuka.
It's a completely different sound.
Yeah, there's no OE.
Shizuka, it doesn't end with E at all. Right? There is no I or E or UI or AE or OE. So it's na ending. It's a different sound, so it's na ending adjective. Next adjective.
G. Yo.
Gyozu.
Geo.
Rose.
Gyozu.
Right?
Geoz.
Hi.
Jose.
G and a small is Jo. One
Jo.
sound Jo.
Jose.
Jose. Hi. E ending or na ending?
Views. Na ending. There is no E sound.
Yes,
Views.
it's a different sound. Correct. Hi. Last. Not last. The third last.
Chikai. Chikai.
Hi. Chikai. Right. E ending or na ending?
I. E ending.
E
I.
ending
Focus
adjective
is
because
I.
I sound,
Focus.
right? Hi. I. Chikai. Okay. Next.
Isogashi. E.
Hi.
Isogashi.
Isogashi.
Isagashi.
Yes.
E sound. E.
E.
E double E.
Right. Hi. E. Right? She. So that is E ending
E
adjective.
sound. E ending.
Okay. All right. Last adjective. What is that word?
Hima.
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 Na sound.
Na ending adjective because it's a different sound.
Yes.
Yes? Na ending. Hima. Okay. All right. So we'll keep practicing this. This is just an introduction to adjectives in this class. We'll be looking at sentences with adjectives in the next lesson. Any questions with adjectives? It might seem a bit complex, but if you get it right, then you can't go wrong. Once you understand it correctly, then you will never go wrong. The understanding part is important. Did you all understand the rules now to identify E ending adjectives and I ending adjectives? Any questions? If you don't have any questions, we can go on to the lesson. So the lesson is in page number 26. So we will be reading it. Hi. Let me share the text with you on the PDF. You can also open your textbooks. Page number 26, I think it is. Hi, okay. Hi,
Yeah, hi.
okay. Can we start?
Yeah.
Yes. So first I will read the lesson and I'll explain it to you, and then later on we can read it together. So the fourth lesson, the title of this lesson is Tanaka-san no Heya. So that's the title. Tanaka-san's room. Tanaka-san no Heya. So I will read all of these 5 sentences in the box that will tell you the grammar that we have already done. You'll also be seeing in the lesson itself. Heya ni isu ga arimasu. So arimasu automatically tells you that you're talking about the existence of something in a particular place. So in this sentence, you're talking about the existence of the subject chair. So heya ni isu ga. Heya is the location for the chair, that's followed by the location marker ni. So you can either have the location come first and then the subject, or the subject come first and then the location in a sentence. That doesn't matter. Usually you will find location first and then the subject. Alright, next sentence. Nani ga arimasu ka? Nani ga arimasu ka is a question, right? Indicated by the ka, the question marker that comes at the end of the sentence. What is there? Nani is the question word what, and it is followed by the subject marker ga, because the answer to that question will form the subject of that sentence. So the question word will also take the subject marker ga. So nani ga arimasu ka? What is there? All right. Next is
Sensei.
Honya.
Sensei sumimasen, sensei.
Hi, Rima-san.
Sorry
Hi.
to interrupt.
Yeah,
I
hi.
have one
No problem.
question. Just
Yes, yes,
in
please.
interaction, if I'm
Yes.
interacting with someone,
Yeah.
so can I just replace the second sentence
Yeah.
with Soreva nan desu ka?
Soreva nan desu ka? Okay, let me write that here. Soreva nan desu ka is you're referring to something that's close to the person who's listening to you and saying, what is that? Okay, that
Yes.
thing that you're having,
Hmm.
what is it?
Hmm.
Okay, so the difference is when you say nani ga arimasu ka, you're asking what is there. So
Okay.
it depends on the context.
Okay.
Okay, so suppose you're
Huh.
looking at something on top of a table, all right, then you can ask the question, what is that? Okay, what
Okay.
is that? Makes sense. When you ask a question, what is that? It means you want to know what it is because you can't figure out what it is. Maybe
Hmm.
it's an object that you can't make out what exactly it is. But when you
Okay.
want to say what is that, you can say what is there also, but usually you ask the question, what is there for things that you can't see, right? If you actually think about it in actuality, if you can look at the top of a desk, I'm not going to unnecessarily ask somebody, hey, tell me what is there on the desk,
Hmm.
unless I can't see what it is clearly.
Okay.
They are
Okay.
both, it depends on the context. It's not,
Okay.
hi. Let's
Arigato
look at it in
gozaimasu.
context, hi, in the lesson.
Okay.
Because these are independent sentences that I'm reading, you don't understand how it functions in a conversation. But when you see them in the lesson, you will. So the third sentence here is, hon ya jisho ya noto nado ga arimasu. Hon ya jisho ya noto. So after the last object that you mentioned, you use the word nado to mean etc., things like this. So after all of it, they all indicate the subjects. So you'll have the subject marker after all of them. Hon ya jisho ya noto nado ga arimasu. So the fourth sentence, donna kaban desu ka? Donna kaban desu ka? Now the word donna is new. That's a very useful, important word you can say. It's what kind of. What kind of. This is where adjectives come into play, because when you ask a question, what kind of, we've seen question words like dore, dono, and all of that. Doko, dochira, donata, dare, all of that. Donna, donna is always followed by the noun. Donna kaban. What kind of a bag? Even in English, what kind of is always followed by the noun. What kind of a bag is it? What kind of a movie was it? What kind of a book are you reading? Okay, what kind of a friend is she? So you see, it's always followed by the noun, book, movie, friend, whatever. So in Japanese also, it's always followed by the noun. Donna kaban desu ka? So when somebody asks you the question, donna, what kind of? The person who's answering will have to use adjectives to describe their object. When you say what kind of, you want description. You want them to talk about their object. Okay, so when I say what kind of a movie is it, you say it's a long movie, it's an interesting movie, or it's a scary movie, or it's a funny movie. So these are all describing words. Okay, as you can see here also, the answer to the question donna kaban desu ka, somebody says kuroi kaban desu. Kuroi kaban desu. Kuroi is black color. Now, kuroi is a new adjective. Can you all say that word again to yourselves and tell me if it's E ending or Na ending adjective? Kuroi.
E.
So
E
E ending.
ending.
E ending.
Yes, kuroi. Very good. Why is that? Because
O
it
is
ends
the
with
focus.
OE sound. kuroi. The last two sounds, roi, oi. So kuroi kaban desu. It's a black bag. It is. Desu. It is. Positive. It is. Okay. Last sentence in the box. Nihongo no hon wa dore desu ka? As for the Japanese language book, which is it? Nihongo no hon wa dore desu ka? Nihongo no hon wa, which is it? All right. So now let's look at the lesson. We'll see all of these sentences being used in conversation. So there's a picture, right? There's a picture of something, of a room, it looks like, and they're having a conversation about it. The baby says, これは日本の写真ですか? これは日本の写真ですか? As for this, the object is next to her, so she says this. As for this, is it a photo of Japan? 日本の写真ですか? Photo of Japan. Is it a Japanese photo? Tanaka says, はい、私の部屋です。はい、my room. It is my room. 私の部屋です。So you understand that this is Tanaka sensei's room from when she was in Japan. It's a photo of her room in Japan. And Tanaka sensei then asks them all the question, Kono heya ni. So she's looking at the photograph and saying, Kono heya, the room in this picture. Kono heya ni, in this room. Nani ga arimasu ka? So nani ga arimasu ka? What is there in the location, this room? Followed by location marker ni. Kono heya ni nani ga arimasu ka? So Devi says, tsukue to isu ga arimasu. The main objects that you can talk about, the big objects, two things, there's a chair and a desk in this room. Tsukue to isu, right? To between two nouns. And both of them are the subjects, so it's followed by ga. Tsukue to isu ga arimasu. Now Tanaka asks another question. Tsukue no ue ni nani ka arimasu ka? Now here you will notice a small difference. What do you notice in this sentence? What is not something we have done? What is that kana that is different?
Ni is
Tsukue no.
replaced by something else.
I'm sorry, Anusha-san, what is replaced by something else?
Sukue no.
Okay.
Instead of ue, there is a kanji, I think.
Oh, okay. That is one different thing. Correct, you're right. There's a kanji in place of a word. That's because we've learned the kanji for that word, so you see that being replaced. Anything else? Nani ka. Hi. We've been looking at sentences with nani ga, the ga particle. Nani ga arimasu ka? And I've been telling you nani ga because it's a subject. Nani ka you have here. The difference between this is this and this. Nani ga arimasu ka is what is there. Nani ka arimasu ka is there anything? There's a small difference, right? When you ask the question nani ga arimasu ka, it means you know there is something there and you want to know what it is. You can see some objects on the table and you're asking what is there on the table. I see something, what is that? That is nani ga arimasu ka? Tsukue no ue ni. Tsukue no ue ni nani ga arimasu ka? But suppose I can't see something clearly. I want to know, is there something on it at all? That is nani ka arimasu ka? Nani ka arimasu ka? Is there anything? That is the difference between nani ga and nani ka, the particle. Nani ka arimasu ka? The Tanaka asks, is there anything on top of the table? So Ashok says, hon ya, jisho ya, noto nado ga arimasu. Hon ya, jisho ya, noto nado. After nado, ga arimasu. So these are all the subjects. Book, dictionary, notebook, etc. Including the etc. All of them are subjects. Hon ya, jisho ya, noto nado ga arimasu. Now Tanaka then says, hai, so desu ne. Hai, yes. So desu, that is so. What you're saying is correct. So desu ne. That is correct, isn't it? The ne comes at the end of a sentence after desu as a question tag. It's not actually a question. So you can translate that to isn't it, aren't they, aren't there, all of that. Hai, so desu ne. That is correct, isn't it? Another question. Kaban wa doko ni arimasu ka? So she brings to their attention, the bag. As for the bag, kaban wa, she's asking them about the bag. So bag is the topic of that sentence, of that question sentence. Kaban wa doko ni arimasu ka? Where is it? So doko is followed by the location marker ni, because the answer to this question is a location. Kaban wa doko ni arimasu ka? So Raja says, isu no shita ni arimasu. So it's under the chair. So when you say under the chair, it's for, the purpose of understanding easily, under of the chair. So isu followed by no. Of is attached to chair. So no is attached to isu. Shita is under. So the whole thing is a location. So it's marked by the location marker ni. Isu no shita ni arimasu. Okay. So then Tanaka asks,
Sumina-san
Sore.
Sensei, could you please
Yes, Anusha.
point to the sentence again? Which one?
Sentence is isu no, this one. Raja's dialogue.
Okay, thank you.
Hai. Isu no shita ni arimasu. It's under the chair. You can also begin the sentence with kaban wa isu no shita ni arimasu, but it's not required because it's already mentioned by the other person. So you don't have to keep repeating the topic in every sentence. Not required. Okay. And then Tanaka asks another question to the students. She says, Sore wa, as for that, donna kaban desu ka? Sore wa donna kaban desu ka? What is the meaning of donna? Do you all remember?
What kind of?
Hai. Hai, arigatou gozaimasu. Donna kaban desu ka? What kind of bag? So she's asking her students to describe that bag from the picture. What kind of a bag is it? Donna kaban desu ka? So Raja says, kuroi kaban desu. Kuroi kaban desu. What is kuroi?
Black.
Black. Hai, black. Then Ashok says, Marui kaban desu. Marui kaban. Marui is also an adjective. It means round. Now, is marui an e ending adjective or a na ending adjective? Can you all tell me? Marui.
E ending. Ui.
Hi. It is an e ending adjective because it ends with the ui sound. Marui. Correct. It's the correct explanation. Marui kaban desu. Hi. And then Devi talks about something else. She says, Noto wa, as for the notebook. So she's changing the topic. So her sentence begins with the new topic, noto, followed by the topic marker, wa. Noto wa aoi desu. Noto wa aoi desu. As for the notebook, it is blue. Aoi is blue color. Blue color, okay? So aoi, now tell me, aoi is e ending adjective or na ending adjective? Blue color is also an adjective, right? So is it e ending or na ending?
E ending.
E ending because OE sound. Aoi, it's OE kana literally. As for the notebook, it is blue color. Now Ashok asks a question. He says, Kono hon wa donna hon desu ka? This dialogue. Kono hon wa donna hon desu ka? So he is pointing out to a book in the photograph and he's saying, as for this book, what kind of book is it? Donna hon desu ka? Kono hon wa donna hon. Donna immediately followed by the noun. What kind of? So Tanaka sensei says, Eigo no hon desu. Eigo is English language. So Eigo no hon is it's an English language book. Eigo no hon desu. Then Ashok says, Nihongo no hon wa. As for the Japanese language book, dore desu ka? Which is it? Okay. Nihongo no hon wa dore desu ka? Tanaka says, she again points to the book in the photo and she says, Kore to kore ga Nihongo no hon desu. Kore to kore ga Nihongo no hon desu. This and this. So she's pointing. Remember, they're all looking at a photograph and talking. So there's a lot of pointing and saying this, that. Okay. Once again, I'll repeat the dialogue, Ashok's dialogue from that till the end. So Ashok says, he points to a book in the picture and he says, as for this book, what kind of book is it, right? Kono hon wa donna hon desu ka? So Tanaka says it's an English language book. Eigo no hon desu. Then Ashok wants to know about Japanese language books. So tell me, Japanese language books, which is it? Nihongo no hon wa dore desu ka? And then Tanaka sensei points to the Japanese language book and says, Kore to kore. This and this are Japanese language books. Nihongo no hon desu. Hi. Any questions in the lesson? The lesson itself is quite simple. Any questions? Shall we repeat? I would like you all to repeat after me all the dialogues. So first I will
So
read a
Mimasan
sentence.
Sensei,
Yes,
I don't know
Anisha-san.
if I missed it, but why are we understanding the sounds of the two adjectives? What is the reason for the classification?
The classification is because when you do conjugations, when you have to change the grammar, the end of the adjectives, the rules for E ending adjectives are different and the rules for Na ending adjectives are different.
So we
This
have
just
to
happens to be to classifications and the hi.
And then you, okay. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hi. All right. So now let's read the lesson. Repeat after me. The first dialogue by Devi. Korea, please understand every sentence, all right? And if at any point you think you don't understand something clearly, do ask me. これは日本の写真ですか？はい。
これは日本
これは日本の写真ですか？
ですか？
No, not all of you are repeating after me. I'll wait until you can all unmute your audios. I'll give you a few seconds. I would like to hear all of your voices. Hi. Once again. これは日本の写真ですか？
これは日本の写真ですか？
ですか？
Hi. Very good. So keep that up until the very end. Keep that participation alive. Hi. Tanaka. はい、私の部屋です。
はい、私の部屋です。
私の部屋です。
Yes, yes. この部屋に何がありますか？
この部屋
この部屋に何がありますか？
はい。
Devi.
Yes. The Devi says, 机と椅子があります。
机と椅子があります。
This word here is 机。机。Repeat after me. 机。
机。
はい。はい。す、right? 机。机と椅子があります。Alright, next. Tanaka says, 机の上に何かありますか？
机の上に何がありますか？
はい、OK. Now, はい。Ashok says, 本や辞書やノートなどがあります。
本や
辞書がなど
ノートなどがあります。Okay. あります。This is not a question, so it's just あります。はい。Okay. 田中 says, はい、そうですね。
はい、そうです。
はい、そうですね。
はい。Next, she asks a question. カバンはどこにありますか？
カ
バンはどこにありますか？
はい、ありますか？ Alright. Raja, はい。Raja says, 椅子の下にあります。
椅子
の下にあります。
Yes.
椅子の下にあります。
はい。Next. それはどんなカバンですか？
それは
どのカバンですか？
Yes. はい、OK. Raja says, 黒いカバンです。
黒いカバンです。
Ashok says, 丸いカバンです。
丸いカバンです。
Yes. Devi says, ノートは青いです。
ノートは青いです。
Yes. OK. Ashok. この本はどんな本ですか？
Kono
Kono hon wa don
Dona
hon
Dona
desu.
Desu.
ora.
Deska.
Right.
Kono
The
hon wa
question
dona
word,
hon desu.
yes. So the question word, remember to stress this. It's do unna, right? There's a kana there. There's a dona, it's donna. There's a small pause. Okay. Eigo no hon desu.
Eigo no hon desu.
Go no hon
Desu.
desu.
Eigo hon
Yes.
desu.
Iko no
Okay. Hi. Next, Ashok asks, Nihongo no hon wa dore desu ka?
Nihongo no hon wa dore desu ka?
Dore desu.
Yes. Dore desu ka? Hi. So Tanaka says, Kore to kore ga Nihongo no hon desu.
Kore
Kore to
Ore do
ga
ore wa
no
nihon
Nihongo
deshu.
desu.
Hi. Nihongo no hon desu. Hi.
Yes.
Hi. So once again, after your lesson, you have the word list that you can take a look at. I think the new words are mostly adjectives here, kuroi, marui, aoi, and all of that. Right? You can take a look at that and also do the renshu, right? You know the drill. Renshu and exercises, both of it. I will create that folder and you can let me know once you're done. Please do make an effort. The other thing I wanted to tell you was there is no need for you to refer to the internet at all. Everything is there in your classes. If anything, you can refer to the recorded class videos. Because what happens is sometimes I find you all, not all of you, one or two, I thought I saw some new grammar that we have not done yet. Which if you haven't understood and you're using it, then there's no point, right? So there's no, I don't want you all to check the internet for any answers. Nothing, nothing. No words also. All the words you need to know is either there in the textbook or I must have shared some file with you. Use the resources that we use in class. That's more than enough. All right. So I don't want to look at new grammar because then I know that it's not sincere, that you have not understood what you're doing. So therefore, do every question sincerely. Try to do it. If you don't know, leave it and ask me in the next class. We can do it together. All right. So Renshu and exercises will discuss some of the answers in the next class. Please do go through the grammar, everything. Do that homework and come before the next class. All right. Don't forget about Japanese until the next class. Make sure you sit with it every day, at least for a few minutes. All right. We'll stop with this for today. If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll see you all on Wednesday. Yeah. Hi. お疲れ様でした。
ありがとうございます。
Arigatou gozaimasu, sensei.
ありがとうございます。
はい、ありがとうございま
ありがとうございます、
した。ありがとうございます。